What is Hi everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Project, coming to you live, breaking down game two of the NBA Showdown for Dallas versus Minnesota. It has been a while. I apologize. I kind of wanted to wait till NFL ramps back up to do videos. I kind of stopped doing the UFC and PGA ones, just didn't have enough time at work and everything, working 12-hour shifts and night shifts, so it's kind of hard. But no excuses, obviously. But we're here. We're back. The DFS Prodigy Show is back. This will be your first video in a long time. It's been months. It's been definitely months. But again, I was waiting for NFL, but I figured it's my Dallas team. I know I'm repping Justin Fields right now. You can go and slander me. It's fine. Um, but I mean, it was a cheap shirt, so it is what it is. So, but yeah, we're talking about Dallas versus Minnesota NBA Showdown. I played game one. I made the mistake of playing Karl Anthony Towns, the captain, thinking that he would just destroy the paint, but it is what it is. I mean, he had a it was an okay game, 30 points, but again, not in the captain slot. It wasn't working. I was on Kai though, and I was on Jaden McDaniels. I just needed to play McDaniels in the captain. I believe that was the optimal was Jaden McDaniels in the captain slot, getting you 37 fantasy points, and good old bum Kyle Anderson in the utility. What did he get? 11, I believe. Yeah, or 17 fantasy points. What 11 real life points. I mean, what were they? What was Dallas thinking letting that bum go off? But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, Dallas got the win. It was a close win. It was a very, very close win. A lot of questionable calls, but it's hey, we're here. We're on game two. The Celtics are basically just going to destroy now the Pacers with if Halliburton's out for the series. What a cakewalk. What a cakewalk for the Celtics. But that's neither here or there. So I have the recap of the game on my iPad, and we're here bringing on the slate. All right, so let's start with Dallas. We'll go team by team. Luka Doncic 13-4. The price tag did go up $200. I mean, Luka's doing everything he can. That knee was bleeding though. It was definitely kind of hard to see with the knee. Like I said, bleeding. He's still playing though. The injuries are worrisome, of course, but it's the game of do you play Luka or do you play Ant or do you play both? I faded Ant last game and I played Luka. I want to play Luka again, but again, it's just the injuries. So at what point is he going to the injuries are going to overbear him? But it's Luka Doncic. He's and Luka we trust, right? And Luka we trust. So Kyrie Irving 9-8, same price tag. He had an amazing game. He was doing it all. 23 field goal attempts. Do you want to go back to Kyrie is also the question. Or do you think he has the downward game? Because we kind of saw this in the last series where he would boom or bust versus OKC. I mean, the 23 fantasy points, but again, he would go off for 41. Or if you look back at the LA series, 55 fantasy points, then drop down to 32, but then boom back up to 53. So is this a regression? Is this the game that he kind of goes back to Luca? But you also have PJ Washington 8,000. Price did go down. It was a 3-point shot that he was trying to hit. I felt like that's all he was doing was trying to hit threes. I'm not really going to PJ Washington, Derek Lively, and Daniel Gafford. So Lively on if you look at the plus and minus, Lively was getting it done. I mean, let's look at the plus and minus. If you look at Gafford, he was minus 15. If you look at Lively, he was plus 19. At what point is Lively going to get more minutes than Daniel Gafford? 27 minutes. Daniel Gafford had 21. So again, the minutes were extended for Derek Lively, but again, Daniel Gafford was starting. That's the problem. So I like Lively a little bit more, obviously, than Gafford. I think he's a better option. Derek Jones Jr., 5,000. It's all about if he can hit his shot. He's not going to get you peripherals. It's all about the shots. At 5,000 is kind of hard. Then you have the wings with Josh Green and Tim Hardaway. Hardaway played 10 minutes. Did he even shoot? I'm about to say, he didn't even shoot. He got you 4 rebounds. Josh Green, 2-8, 13 minutes, 3 points. It's again, I figured the Wings would have played a little bit more last game, but they really didn't. Jaden Hardy, 9 minutes. I mean, what do you want to do with the Wings is the biggest question mark. Is what is the wing play going I mean, Exum played 3 minutes. I'm not going to Exum. So if I had to pick out of the guys, it would be Josh Green once again at 2-8. But let's go to Minnesota. And Edwards 11-4. 51 fantasy points. I mean, it's a him or Luca. You got to pick. You got to pick because you play both. It's going to be kind of hard. Karl Anthony Towns, if you think he's going to have an upward game, 16 real life points, 6 for 20. He was trying to hit the 3-point shot also. It was a three-ball game. Rudy Gobert, 8-4, 28 fantasy points. I want to talk about the whole Kyle Anderson and Mike Conley situation. Mike Conley played 31 minutes. The injury is still worrisome, but again, he's going to start. Kyle Anderson, though, he's going to be chalk. Everybody's going to go to him now based on his upward game of 17 fantasy points because he was not optimal. So he's going to be the chalk at 2-6. If you want to pivot off the chalk, I would go to Noah at 3-4 because we know the upside he can bring to the table. We've seen this before. I mean, we've seen this with his minutes before. It's boomer bust, super boomer bust. So a pivot would be to go to NAW. Jaden McDaniels is going to be chalk also, but it's well warranted. He's playing lights out. It's hard to not play him at 6,000. So the thing is, like Jaden McDaniels was optimal, I believe, last game, because I believe I saw that on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to go, if you think Kyrie's going to have another boom game of 14-7, you go to him. At least 7,000 left over. I'm not going to build a whole lineup. Derek Lively, I love Derek Lively. Still 6,000 for Jaden McDaniels. At least 7-6, 7-9 left over. Again, you have to choose because if you can't play both, you're going to have to go to a cheap captain like a Derek Lively at 8-1. If you want to play both, again, leaves you 5-7 left over. You can go to Nas. I forgot about top back Nas Reed. I love Nas Reed again. We know he's going to boom whenever he gets on the court. 4-6. That leaves you 6-2 left over. If you want to go again to Kyle Anderson at 2-6, leaves you 9-9 left over to play anybody up here. So again, there's options that you can go to. I think Derek Lively is going to be the guy that I want to go to in captain though. I'm not going to pay up for Luca and Ant because it's going to be hard to play guys down here because you're going to have to go to again a Kyle Anderson at 2-6. Still 6-8 left over. Derek Lively. Jay McDaniels, but you're going to be fading these upward guys like Ant, like Kyrie, like Kent Towns, like Gobert, unless you play Nas Reed. But again, that leaves you only one left over. That still leaves you 1,500 left over. So again, my route I think is going to be going to Derek Levy. But again, it's nice to be back, guys. It's nice to be back talking DFS with everybody. Um, Stay tuned for the NFL season. I'm probably going to do a little bit more NBA videos when I'm off work. I do work tomorrow night, so again, I wanted to get a video in. But yeah, I'm going to try to get more videos out here and there. But again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with me. Hope everybody's a great and safe rest of the night, everybody. Have a good one.